are back with another episode of Sampler Pod. I know it's been a while, but hey, we are back with another one because we want to talk about
wrestling sauce.
Oh, okay. I was gonna look for other terms, but
that pause
hey,
was too long. Straight up, bro.
Hey, look, listen. I'm trying to be more positive and all that stuff. We gotta get rid of the negativity, but realistically, there's a lot of negativity right now in wrestling because of how bad it is.
Yes.
And, I mean, realistically, numbers talk. I was having a conversation with my brother the other day, and I was like, bro, numbers talk. Like, why are we arguing whether, you know what I mean? Like, numbers just talk. But we'll get there.
Well,
but anyways, this is your
wasn't
boy,
WrestleMania?
JJ.
Wait, question. Wasn't WrestleMania not sold out?
You're right.
So, and no matter how expensive they make it, they always sell out. I don't care how much they put the tickets for, they always sell out. So,
yes.
For a reason.
Now, I do want to say, we are going to be talking about, if you haven't gotten the idea, of how bad wrestling is, because realistically, it has been terrible. We can call out a couple people that maybe have been the highlight of the past couple of months or whatever, but like it's bad. Like where do we start? I guess is the question.
Bro, honestly, I think we have to start with the top of the card. With that whole thing with Seth turning and this whole thing with Paul Heyman and CM Punk's involved and Sammy's involved, but just all over the place.
You had the opportunity to do the betrayal of a lifetime, essentially. Kind of. But even though we all legit saw it from a mile away. Matter of fact, you called it out.
Like 2 weeks before or 3 weeks before the whole thing. Then everybody started like, oh yeah, it's going to happen. Like,
and you called it out.
Brandon actually called it even before me, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And it was crazy because it's like we were not expecting it. I mean, no, not expecting it. Like at that moment before WrestleMania, we were like, nah.
There's no way. We have the text. We have the evidence.
Yeah. We were like, let's like, and we only said it only because we were opposed to that happening because there was gonna be no single point on where that will go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And to prove how bad it is, look where we're at now. Let's take a look at this group. We don't even know what they're called. That's number one. Number two, Seth Rollins is the leader. Right? You got Paul Heyman. When was the last time Paul Heyman cut a promo? I think it was like 2 weeks ago.
I don't know. You should, if you have Paul Heyman there, he should be cutting promos, like actual promos.
He should be the one talking. Okay.
Yes.
That's like, you know what I mean? I lost count. Like for real. We're going off the top. So right here, then on top of that, you're gonna have Braun Breaker join the group, which doesn't make any single sense. Because let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at the factual check. Fact check. Wasn't Braun Breaker IC champion for like almost a year?
Yes.
Didn't he lose the belt, the IC champion, and then got it back?
Yes.
Wasn't he feuding with Seth Rollins at one point?
Preach.
Then on top of that, wasn't this man cutting his own promos?
Oh, hell yeah.
Wasn't he already made as a character?
Yep.
Yes. So why the fuck? Oh my God, I was trying not to curse. I'm sorry. So then why is this man a lackey now for Seth Rollins?
I don't know. I could understand.
Explain to me the purpose.
Look, it makes no sense. Like I could have understood if they were going to bring him like that, if they were going to bring him into the main roster that way.
I said that to you the other day on the phone. I was like, it will make sense.
Now you're going to nerf this guy, which technically could be your headliner for the next 5 WrestleManias if you want to. No, now he's just going to be.
My man's went from Charizard to Charmander, bro. That's crazy. How do you de-evolve? How does that even happen? I
He
never
doesn't
seen
talk.
that in Pokemon.
And the sad part is, he was over. Like I could understand, like for example, let's say
Yes.
somebody like Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed, that one still
We'll
doesn't make
no,
sense.
No, we'll get
Doesn't
there.
make
We'll
sense.
get there. We'll get there.
No,
Don't-
no,
stick
but
to
at
Brock.
least if you would have told me, like for example, what they did with Chad Gable and the two other dudes, whatever, the American Maid or whatever the hell, that made a little bit of sense. Why?
American
Because
Alpha?
they can't talk. American Alpha, whatever the hell it is. So
American Alpha was Chad Gable.
whatever. Well, anyways, so the Made in USA, yeah, whatever they are.
That's what I can tell.
But the thing is, but that makes a little bit of sense because they came in from NXT. They had no personality. They couldn't cut promos at all.
Zero.
And it makes sense. But Braun Breaker, like people, in fact, even on Raw yesterday when I was watching it, they're barking with him. They're barking because people like him. He was over
and then he's just like
just there.
He's like, Seth, don't whip me.
Yeah, which is stupid because you know he can break Seth in half at whenever he wants to.
So okay, so then we talked about that. Now let's go ahead and move to Bronson Reed. I'm gonna ask you these questions, and hey, you tell me true, yes or no, yay or nay. Wasn't Bronson Reed the last time, obviously, that he was seen was in Elimination Chamber?
Yes.
Not Elimination
No,
Chamber.
it was Survivor Series.
Survivor Series, right? Because he got hurt. Okay, so
he broke his
he's been
ankles.
gone. He yeah, yes.
Ankles.
You're wrong. Yeah, I mean, you're right. You're right. You're not wrong. So then, wasn't he in the group with Solo Sikoa and his bloodline?
Yep.
Okay. All right, cool. Wasn't he doing the same thing that he's doing right now, which was legit just being there and not talking?
Yeah, I mean, that's all he is. He's the ultimate lackey.
And then let's go ahead and go back to even before that, before the Survivor Series. Wasn't before the last feud that he was in, like legit one-on-one feud, wasn't his last feud against Seth Rollins?
Yep. They even addressed
was it a feud?
Bro, they even addressed it on Raw. They're like, oh yeah, because last time they were destroying each other, whatever. Like, okay, so why
they
are they
not
together?
even mention a single thing. So then give me a reason on why we're gonna put them all together.
It makes no sense. It makes no sense. The only
Even
thing that
Paul Heyman is like, what am I doing?
Yeah. I mean, this is almost like if you would have had Drew McIntyre join CM Punk to fight somebody else with Sammy, all three together with Damian Priest. That's basically how absurd that would be. And it makes no sense because you're like, wait a minute, these guys hated each other like 2 months ago and now they're cool? How?
Which we are going to talk about Drew.
That makes no sense.
This is going to be like an hour. So then you have CM Punk getting involved with this, right? Still. So we're still getting Seth Rollins versus CM Punk for another 6 more months, or whatever the case may be. At least it feels like it, because weren't they beefing since Punk came back, right?
Yeah, basically.
To WWE. So it's like over a year now.
Yeah, because it was supposed to be Punk against Seth in Mania last year, and then they moved it to supposed to be this year. And that whole thing.
Yeah, because he got hurt. Yeah. So then you have that. So then now we got Sammy involved for some apparent reason. Then we have Jey Uso involved, and I get the Jey Uso part because he has the world champion. But then how do you get a world championship opportunity? Just like you haven't done anything. How do you get the opportunity? It seems like I can just walk up to Jey Uso and be like, yo, I'm over to cash my briefcase in my imaginary briefcase, and we're about to have a match, dog.
Why even go for the Money in the Bank if you could just go ask for it?
Yeet.
Hey, I just spoke to Adam Pearce, and he said that I'm going to fight you today for the championship.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. That makes zero sense. So then we're taking away the Money in the Bank, how it means for something. Might as well. Let's just go ahead and put in the contract. This excludes World Heavyweight Champion and the Undisputed Champion, or whatever the heck it's called.
The WWE Championship, whatever the heck it is.
Because where are we going with this? Roman is gone right now. Like they said, a lot of people have said like there's a Roman problem because he's not there, and WWE seems like they don't know what they're doing without him. No, I believe there's a The Rock problem.
Yes, it seems like it's on top. Like there's two opposing forces, which is Triple H and The Rock, and they kind of have two completely different views on how to do stuff. But that's not going to work. That's not going to fly.
No,
that's really not going to fly. Because now it's even worse than when Vince was around. Because with Vince, it was bad, but you knew who to blame and you knew exactly what was going on. It is what it is. Now it's like you have these two guys where it's like it seems like Triple H has an idea, and then The Rock comes in. He's like, "No, let's do this.
I don't like it."
He's like,
"We did it.
This is a good idea." Wait, this. So it's like, come on, man. Like after you have everything set up, because we saw that with the whole thing with Mania with Cody, that they had asked Cody if he was going to turn heel or whatever, then he didn't. Like Rock was really trying to force that, and I agree with The Rock in that sense. But if you're not going to do that, if your champion doesn't want to do it and whatever, just don't half-ass it. Do it the right way. If you're going to do it, don't kind of throw crumbs out there and then nothing happens. And then you don't show up to your biggest show.
To the one that you turn your guy that's in Mount Rushmore right now of wrestling into a heel that everybody has been asking for decades now. And you're not even going to be there. You're going to send Travis Scott. We're jumping. We're jumping. We're jumping. We're going from the Seth Rollins things. It's all like together, bro. Like this. I'm telling you right now, this episode is just going to be a rant.
But it's all tied up.
There is no.
It's all a line of crap because you start with you start with Seth Rollins. You have Paul Heyman, and then CM Punk's involved with Paul Heyman because Paul Heyman is his best friend, and then you have Sammy because Sammy is friends with CM Punk, so he has to defend him, and then you have Jey Uso, which is going to defend Sammy because Sammy is the what is it? I was gonna say the unauthorized Uso.
The honorary
Uso. So, and then we're going the same route with the other part too.
And then people are asking, "Where's Roman Reigns? Where's Roman Reigns?" If I'm Roman Reigns, and I'm pretty sure where his mindset is, it's probably like, "Yo, I'm not showing up until you actually give me a good storyline."
I'm Akuma. Screw that.
Like, what is this trash? You know what I mean? And it's like, it doesn't make any sense. And what's probably going to happen is Roman Reigns is going to get pulled into this, unfortunately, and then he's going to come out and it's going to be like, bro, like, I legit feel bad for anybody that is involved in the Seth Rollins group situation, not because it's a threat to them. It is legit a threat to their careers in terms of how bad this is.
Yeah. They're nerfing.
And everybody's like,
they're nerfing everybody involved. Even Paul Heyman's being nerfed.
The visionary, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, bro, no, you need to go ahead and think outside the box and stop thinking like a fanboy that you don't know what you're doing and you don't know what you're thinking about. And it's like, bro, just legit take the time to think wrestling logic. Wrestling logic. I understand that you just started watching after WrestleMania, but it doesn't work that way.
No.
You need to stick around the whole year. You need to stick around through the shit.
And see the history. Right and see the history of the whole thing.
Yes. But anyways, let's go ahead and move on to, we mentioned Drew McIntyre, right?
Yes.
Let's go ahead and talk about Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest, which was, by the way, we ended up getting for the 55th time, Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest at Saturday night main event. Who cared? It was a solid match until the ending, because on the ending, Damian Priest hit up a Concenso, and then he just walked out.
And then Jesse Ventura, he was like, "Oh, I can't believe that you have Damian Priest just walk out the cage. I don't know how that's even possible. How you can just walk out the cage." And then they're trying to reel him in. They're like, "Hey, yeah, that's part of the rules. That's part of the rules, Jesse." "Yeah, but I still can't understand. Why is it?" Like, he just kept on going and going. Even though he's not wrong necessarily, because I think just walked out like nothing.
What, like?
No struggle, no nothing.
Like, I understand Drew is apparently injured. And I get it. But, like, bro, you just made him look like this man gets buried more than a plant. Like, realistically. Like, this is crazy. Like, how many times is this man gonna get buried?
Well, but at least in his matches with, I would say with, especially with, well, the last one with Damian, he didn't look bad. The ones with Punk,
It's
with
not that he
Punk
looks
and
bad.
Seth. No, but the ones,
but it's not that he looks bad. It's just
he keeps on losing.
Freaking point. He keeps losing, and there's no damn point of these storylines. Essentially, he's
Well,
like that.
I always thought that they were just going to bring him in as a savage, kind of like what you wanted Roman Reigns to do, because he fits. He can do that, right? He's legit. He can actually come in and just wreck house.
He keeps taking damn L's.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't make any damn sense.
I think Karrion Kross has more credibility than him right now.
I mean, he's number one in sales, and that should tell you how much WWE Universe cares.
Karrion Kross.
Karrion Kross is number one in T-shirt sales. That should tell you the mindset of where we're at right now.
Well, Tyrese Halliburton was number 3.
Who gives a shit? Like, realistically.
No, it's just crazy. Jay, Cody.
Jay is understandable. Cody, man, but still understandable. You know what I mean? Tyrese Halliburton. Then you have Karrion Kross only because he snapped out on a promo. You legit are having people buying his shitty ass shirts because the shirts are not even fire.
Yeah,
the shirts are not even good.
No. But I'll give him some credit though. At least he found a way to hustle. You can't hate the hustle. Can't hate that game because now he's making money. Now he's making money. Good for him.
LWO like he said he was. I'm just fine.
Yeah, because he did mention he's Puerto Rican again, even though we took that card away from him like 2 years ago.
Hey, listen, you're beating jobbers out here. Like, I don't know how I can give you more credit. Like, for real, like, you're beating legit jobbers. And hey, maybe let's put a belt on him. Let's find out. Let's find out what he got. Put a belt on him. Put the IC title on him. Who's it?
You know what? I wouldn't be opposed to that. Realistically,
realistically, who the fuck is the IC champion? Because I really forgot. Yo, keep talking. I need to take a poop break after that. I'll be right back.
No, but what? You don't like chicken nuggets?
I do not.
You don't like chicken nuggets?
I hope you can hear that too.
Yeah, we everybody can hear that.
Okay, bro. I didn't go to the bathroom. I needed to get some water.
I know. But no, the thing about Karrion Kross, look, at least he has done something. So he's trying something different, and you know he may not end up being that bad because in NXT he realistically wasn't bad. Unfortunately, when he went to the main roster, it was just terrible, like from day one. So hey, he may do something, and honestly, he's more interesting right now than most of the people on the main roster. Don't tell me he's not more interesting right now than LA Knight. Is he more interesting than LA Knight right now?
Yeah,
is he more interesting than, hell, even Damian Priest that's been doing the same thing for like last year?
Damian Priest is ass.
He's not ass. He's just.
I was trying so hard not to curse, bro, but like wrestling has gotten.
I think Damian Priest's issue is that they don't have him wrestling in a credible manner. Like the matches he has with Drew aren't bad necessarily, but he shouldn't be doing any flippy things or anything like that. He's a big dude, right? It's like Sheamus doing a bunch of flippy stuff. He ain't gonna do it because that's not his thing, right?
So my question is, okay, so whatever, who cares? Let's go ahead and move on to the next shitty thing that has happened. We were talking about Dom having the belt, right? So then also you're gonna go ahead and have the Prodigy go ahead and join these bums of Judgment Day, right? Whenever realistically, right now, if you were to really go ahead and dig deep, and this may be a hot take, but hey, I'm gonna pull a Stephen A. Smith right now. Right now, the Prodigy is the best in-ring worker in that group compared to anybody else. Hot take.
Mm-hmm. I would say it's a hot take because I would still say Finn and even JD McNugget, they're actually really good in ring. If you're just going in ring,
straight bums.
Now, if you're going in, no, they're actually really good. Come on, man. Come on. But compared to the other two women, compared to Liv and Raquel, like she can do cartwheels around them, like.
Which by the way, look, listen, I'm a dude, and like, I don't want anybody to think that this is a little bit suspect, but yo, can we for real, like, can we do something about Liv Morgan's outfit, like, for wrestling gear purposes and things like that? Like, I understand, yeah, trying to get all the marks and mouth breathers out there to go ahead and get more views and things like that, but like, for real, come on, man, like we got kids out here.
Yeah, it's not the Attitude Era. It's not.
Exactly.
The time has come and gone. Like, it's supposed to be more of a family show. I can understand. You don't to make things more adult. You can make them smarter. You don't have to make it more. You don't have to sexualize things to make it more adult. Simple as that. Like, all you have to do is have better storylines, things that make a little bit of sense. But you want to be able to you want the kids to buy their wrestling figures and their wrestling T-shirts and their little Yeet sunglasses. Because what's the purpose if all of a sudden you take your kid to the show, they buy their little Yeet sunglasses, they're out there doing the whole Yeet thing, and all of a sudden Liv Morgan comes out or Stephanie Vacher, and all of a sudden it's like, yo, or Rhea Ripley, and you're like, okay.
Hey, yo, let me cover your eyes for this whole 10 minutes of this match real quick.
Because it's like,
bro, like, and don't get me wrong, like,
I can appreciate it, but
you know what I mean? But like it's like, bro, like, sometimes it gets to be a little bit too much, and it's not just me complaining. Like, I'm not complaining about it. I'm just legit, like, being mindful, I guess.
Yeah,
will be the terms.
Yeah, it's just
but either way,
it's a little much.
Let's go ahead and move on to what, like, right now. So we have Dom as your IC champion. So please, somebody explain to me, why in the blue hell isn't Penta a champion yet? Whenever this man is so over.
Because Penta I don't think they want to do it right now, and I don't think he needs it this here second. That's all. I mean, who will? I think eventually he will be.
I don't have a comeback now.
No, I think he will he just got there. So I don't think they're going to give him the championship that quick either. They're going to try to see how he deals with not just the in-ring stuff, the promo stuff, but also backstage. Make sure he behaves.
Hey, man, I think he needs it. But I mean, I think he should get it. Not needs it, but I think he should get it.
Yeah, I think it will be good. I think it will be good. But we don't have to rush it either. Because we have seen what they've done when they rush things. Like Braun Breaker. Look at where that got him. He won the IC championship twice. And what happened?
Hey, I'm just a bodyguard. I'm just a bouncer. A VIP bouncer.
Now he just turned into like an Omos type guy or something like that, where he's just there.
It kind of feels like they're trying to make the Bloodline 3.0.
I still think they're trying to do Evolution 2.0. But it's de-evolving, I guess.
I was about to say, bro, because like I don't know if you can put Bronson Reed, compare him to like Randy Orton and Batista.
It's Evolution 0.5.
My negative 0.5.
Negative
right? 1. So then you have that. Then you have. Let's go ahead and talk about SmackDown, because SmackDown has been 3 hours of complete garbage.
Yeah.
Number one, why is this show 3 hours? And I get it, it's on USA and things like that. They're trying to make up for what they used to have with Monday Night Raw. But still, ain't nobody trying to sit through a Friday night watching 3 hours of this trash, because the roster on SmackDown is complete ass.
Well, supposedly I think they're going to move it down to 2 hours again. Supposedly.
Well, they should. I mean, they should. They should have already. They should have started with that. Right now, the only people that you can say really like Drew McIntyre and Jacob Fatu.
That's it. And Solo was actually pretty funny on Friday, though. I love you, Solo. He hasn't said that in months. I was like, hey, he has some personality. There you go. Attaboy. Good job. Good job.
I mean, like, Solo legit could be funny if they gave him the opportunity. But realistically, like,
They're not.
they're not gonna give. Number one, they're not gonna give him the opportunity. Number two, like, what will he be without the bloodline?
I mean, realistically, nowhere. It's like Tangaloa, like, bro.
Who?
Exactly.
So
then
which what happened to him? Did he get hurt?
I don't know. I think they're both hurt.
Damn, these neighbors made out of glass, bro. Like,
and they're Samoan, or at least Pacific Islanders.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Those are
Tongans.
Tongans.
Yes. So then let's go ahead and talk about JC Mateo, which is Josh Cobb. This man, baby Rhino.
I forgot about Jeff Cobb. J Cobb.
This man legit out here looking like a 2-liter bottle of Pepsi out there, just walking, bro. Like, this man legit. I thought whenever he came out, I legit thought that was Rhino, and I was like, bro, he's not even Samoan. It turns out that you had to tell me who this guy was, because I had no idea who it was. Matter of fact, this man, nobody knew who he was until we had to dig deep through Lucha Underground to find out that he used to wear a mask.
Yeah, and some people that watch like Japanese wrestling and stuff, like, we know that he's actually a good wrestler and everything, but he's 42 already, so he's kind of oldish to start in WWE.
He's old.
So you're getting
old.
Yeah, so you're getting basically a guy that's way past his prime. I thought that Jacob was too old to start, and he's like 33, 34. So,
But Jacob is so over. He just needs to go ahead and go back to his initial weight whenever he got into WWE, because he's been eating a little bit too much. You know, he's been going out too much.
Well, I think it will be. I mean, honestly, I don't care that much about that part. I just hope he doesn't get hurt. But I think he got way too thin, way too fast. So he's probably going to some weight somewhere in the middle, which I'm okay with that. I mean, because even then, still with the beer belly, I've seen him do crazy things. So.
I was gonna say, JC Mateo, that man got to go. I don't understand why they brought him back. I mean, they brought him in. To me, it doesn't make any sense. I get it that you were trying to have Jacob win, but realistically, he could have done that by himself.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it maybe is a favor to Jacob, because I think they were a tag team at some point. But even then, I mean, they haven't been a tag team for years, so I don't know why it would even be a thing. Like. And
Jacob legit looks at him and despises him. That's what it legit looks like.
Dude, to bring him,
and I'm like,
might as well bring back Samoa Joe. I swear.
I would have been okay with that. I would have been hyped for that. Why? Because I know he can chew somebody up on the mic. He can just give him the mic.
Plus his moves, and his best move, where he just walks away. That's the best move. The no move.
The no move.
Yeah, no, exactly.
No,
it's perfect.
Bring him back. I will be okay with that. But you know, Samoa Joe, he's so real that he will be like, your show is ass right now. I am not coming back for that, bro.
Might as well stay where I'm at. Get paid, work once every 3 months. I'm
not
good.
Even.
Exactly. They'll call me. They'll call me whenever they need me, which is not very often.
Nah, bro. And like legit, there's like 0 point to this. There is no point. And I'm glad that Jacob is actually, like, you know what I mean? He's evolving into going by himself. And I wonder if at some point we're going to go ahead and see Roman and Jacob tagging together. Will we get a one-on-one? I don't think we will get a one-on-one.
I don't think this is going to head that way. I mean, ultimately it's just going to be Seth Rollins turning into what he vowed to destroy, which was Roman Reigns, right? So then he's going to turn basically into Roman Reigns, and then Roman's going to go in WrestleMania and beat him, and then that's it.
But it's not going to hit the same. Because, Roman, everybody wanted his downfall. You know what I mean? Because he's...
But we saw it. And it's fine, because he needed it for character development, if we're going to do that, because he can't just stay champion forever and ever and ever and ever. Granted, we had Cody Rhodes as champion, so I think it would have been better if Vacant was the champion, the undefeated champion so far.
That's right. And then, you know what bothers me the most is that people online be like, "Oh, but Roman held so many people back because he was the champion for so long." No, he did not.
No, that's wrong. That is 100% wrong. I don't agree with that. He actually made people. He didn't hold anybody back. Like, realistically, who did he hold back? Who? Mention one person that you could legitimately say that deserved to be champion and wasn't champion because Roman was there. There might be one person I could think of, and that's Drew in Clash of the Castle. That's the only time. Other than that, and even that was a little bit of a stretch, but I could have understood if Roman would have lost it at that point. That's the only person. Other than that, no one else. Because it was supposed to be it was supposed to be a historic reign. Simple as that. Like, it was planned that way, and it worked.
And then people bring up the BS of LA Knight, how LA Knight essentially got buried. But it's like, bro, like, nobody should have. Number one, he buried himself. Yeah, number one. Number two, because he stayed, even after the match, right? He stayed in the same. Like, the man has not really evolved. He's just been LA Knight the whole time. He's been the same thing. And, like, that is cool. That will work for you for, like, the first year and a half. Somewhere around there. Yeah. You know what I mean? But once we get into more time, which is what we're at right now, like, bro, like, it's just, you're going to get stale quick. Joe Hendry is another one. Trick Williams is another one. He ended up turning back to heel because it wasn't working too good for a babyface. Now, apparently, he's the world champion for TNA. Who gives a shit? Besides the people that watch TNA.
Maybe. Look, the only logic behind that is, what if WWE is like, hey, I have an idea. Why don't you guys take him for a while, and then you guys could sign him and everything, and you'll have a big star over there. I mean, that would be a great thing. Actually, no. It would be Paul Heyman calling the president of TNA. Hello, Mr. TNA president. I think this would be a great idea, a great addition to your roster. And then
just keep him. We'll pay. Well, matter of fact, we'll pull a full Russell Wilson. We'll pay his salary
so he doesn't
for you to keep him. Okay, for you to take him.
No. But if it's Paul Heyman, he's going to get something in exchange, like some kind of crazy thing.
Joe Hendry.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. You're going to do that, and it's going to work.
Wait. Let me get out of here. I can't
hit yourself against the wall.
It doesn't work the same. But anyway, so then, you know, some people are pumped up. They're like, oh my God, TNA finally got a mega star, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, no. Trick Williams has never been a mega star. Matter of fact, this man has not even been a star. Let's just go ahead and get there, because we were from the number one saying that, Trick Williams was going to be something. But then what happened? About a year and a half or 2 years
after that match against Carmelo Hayes last year, the one we saw live, that was it. That was basically it. That's the peak of his career. That's the peak of his career.
Yeah, correct. And it sucks because we were big fans of him
and we liked him.
You have an autograph of him.
I bought his autograph. Exactly.
You have a picture with him. Like, you know what I mean? And let's go ahead and let's go. Since we're on the title of autographs, I have a Braun Breaker autograph that just legit went to trash. Now, since he joined Seth Rollins, like, this autograph is not even worth $1. It's not like I was gonna sell it, but still, like, it's like, oh, hey, you got a Braun Breaker autograph? Yeah, that's crazy. No, you just got the bouncer's autograph.
But my Jacob Fatu autograph. That was legit.
Hey, that's going to turn into something.
Yes.
Even though you're not going to sell it. I know that.
Hell no. I'm
not
going to sell it.
No. But, like, still, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's something right there.
It means something.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And then,
bro, what about... Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, it seems like they're trying old stories to try to bring them up and then try to make them more modern, but it's not working.
No, they should stick to their guns. Like they should stick to who Trick really is. Don't try to change him.
I'm not even, and I'm not
like.
even talking about Trick. I'm talking about overall,
Oh,
the bigger picture.
overall, the thing is they're trying to be old school with a modern twist, and I get where they're going, but I think they're, like I said, I think, I don't know if it's just that in NXT Black and Gold it worked really well and it doesn't translate into WWE, to the main roster. I'm not sure if it's that, like we said earlier, maybe The Rock and Triple H having issues with each other. Not sure if it's that, but something's going on. Like it just seems like it's all disjointed, and there's some things that are fun, but it doesn't seem like a cohesive show. Like, in fact, the first Raw they did, granted, it on Netflix, granted it was the big deal, so they had to make it look like a big thing. That one ran, I was like, oh damn, if they're gonna do this every Monday, I'm in. But no. Then the next week, wasn't it the next week? You had, I think it was Damian Priest against some, I don't know against Finn Balor or something like that for not even for a championship. After you had
Damian Priest won.
Yeah, I'm like, okay. So then to move into SmackDown, okay, right? And there's your prize. So
and you have Rhea Ripley with the whole Liv Morgan thing.
Yes. Which I'm glad at least I think that's over. Because now you have Dom looking like the GOAT there. All of a sudden he's pulling everybody. He's like just running roughshod in the women's locker room.
Hey, he pulls them.
Like he's like he's learning from Carlito. Like he used to do in the Attitude Era, or the him, CM Punk, and I think Edge. They were all just going crazy. And Batista. Well, Batista, that was it. That's who it was. But hey, I don't know. That whole thing with Dom is crazy. Now I will give Dom a little bit of credit because he's doing a lot better than I ever thought he was ever gonna do. They're putting him in stuff. He's over. His in-ring has improved quite a bit. He does bump for people. At least they're not showing him to be like a super baby face or anything like that. Like he's still weak in the ring. That's his gimmick. Like he's a chicken shit heel, and it works for him, right? Because all he does is take bumps, and he's doing a damn good job at it now. And one of the few things that's halfway interesting in the, like literally, I think he's been the one to keep the Judgment Day alive.
Yeah, I'm still surprised that this group is still going on.
Bro, the LWO is still a thing, I think. So, so if LWO is still a thing, anything can still be a group.
I was about to say with Rey Mysterio and Joaquin
Wild.
What's his name?
Joaquin Wild, Dragon Lee.
And then
who's the other guy?
Dragon Lee just went straight to trash. Also.
Well, remember now they have Phoenix, so new toy.
Hey, he's next. At this rate, like Penta's gonna be like, yeah, keep me away from LWO, bro. Anything that they touch, it turns into trash. Look at Selena Vega botching the 619 that she did.
Why is she even doing that move? Why?
Why is she even the champion? Like my biggest question. We took the belt away from Chelsea Green, an American icon, to give it to Selena Vega, which, hey, granted, she's from the homeland and things like that, but bro, like you have not improved. You've been in wrestling for how long? How many years now? A decade?
No, she's been around for longer than that because she started in TNA. It's Rosita.
That's even worse. It doesn't help her case, bro. Like it does not. It does not.
Now the thing is like she has to learn from somebody like like your AJ Lee's, even Roxanne. Like look at how she works, and she's tiny also. She's not big at all, but the way she moves, she looks credible. Zelina, it just seems like, for whatever reasons, she looks slow out there, and she's not using strikes. She's trying to do all these crazy moves, and it doesn't work.
Because she's second guessing everything.
Yes, exactly. It's like she's hesitating every time.
Yeah.
Like it's like, should I do this? And then that's why
that 619 was just the last drop.
And then the sad part is the camera guy like literally was right there. Whoa, zoomed in. It's like, and I saw that, I was like, what happened?
He was trying to get an angle of something else, and then he ended up getting that.
Yeah.
You know
got the
what it
botching, fool. But he got the botching, fool.
They ain't
In
even
4K.
changed the camera angle or anything to make it seem better. They were like, nah, fuck it, just leave it there.
Man,
Like,
was it Michael? I think Michael Cole was the one trying to explain. He's like, well, she got her in the face, and it seems like, bro, stop it. She botched. Stop it. But
the other thing, we have I have two more things that I want to mention. Gunther, why did he have this Pat McAfee match?
I don't know. I really don't know.
When will he get his rematch? SummerSlam? You thinking?
I don't even want to see it. I don't want to see Gunther for a while. Gunther should go away for like a year. Gunther needs to go. Like,
question,
bros, they've nerfed him so much.
You're not wrong. But then question, wasn't Money in the Bank before SummerSlam? Or am I tripping?
It's in 2 weeks, bro.
Huh?
It's in 2 weeks. It's on the 7th.
Of what? What you mean?
June the 7th. Money in the Bank.
No, it's not. I thought it was in August.
Bro, you're doing worse than I did with Backlash. Thanks to call every other pay-per-view Backlash.
When is WWE Money in the Bank this year?
This year's Money in the Bank is happening on Saturday, June 7th. It's going to be at the Intuit Dome in Inglewood, California. Are you planning on watching it?
Nah.
Dude, why does your series sound like Brandon?
Oh, okay.
It's not Siri, number one. It's Gemini.
Brandon.
Okay, get it right. Oh, Brandon.
It's like Brandon. Start giving you attitude and everything. You gonna watch it?
Nah.
Are you gonna watch it? Yes.
Are you sure about that?
It's okay. Yeah, it's okay.
You sure about that? Actually, I haven't paid for Peacock since WrestleMania. I legit. So what is it? Like 2 months? A month and a half?
Yeah, basically 2 months.
Missed 2 pay-per-views, right?
Well, you haven't missed.
I haven't missed really. Yeah, I haven't missed anything. But you know what I mean. Like,
I mean, you've missed the Lyra Valkyria and Becky Hogan feud.
Becky Hogan.
All right, brother. What? That doesn't work for me, brother. What? Oh,
Sounds like a hamburger.
Yeah.
The other thing that I wanted to talk about was the Wyatt Sick or Wyatt Six. Is it sick or sick?
Six, but written like sick. Has the S in the end. SICKS. 6. Kind of play on words, I guess. You have to explain it. When you have to explain it, there's a problem.
You're not wrong, bro. I'm just like, but to my point is that they came back. It was a good thought about the Bray Wyatt cake.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're gonna go away after that.
Probably for until WrestleMania next year. Bro, Nikki Cross, legit. And that whole time, I think she did her PhD. Like, no joke. I think she got her PhD last year. While she was part of the Wyatt Six. Which is crazy. Good for her. Hey, that's that's using time wisely. Because she's probably
like her PhD on.
I think it's some kind of physical thing or whatever it is.
Let me talk to Brandon real quick.
I was gonna say.
Hey, what did Nikki Cross from WWE get her PhD on?
Nikki Cross doesn't have a PhD.
Oh,
she does have a master's degree in history from the University of Edinburgh.
So that was
her
it.
dissertation was actually on women's wrestling.
What?
Can you repeat that again?
Sure thing. Nikki Cross doesn't have a PhD. but she does have a master's degree in history from the University of Edinburgh. Her dissertation was on women's wrestling.
What is dissertation? I'm sorry, I don't know what it is.
The thing is,
No worries at all. A dissertation is basically a really long research paper that you have to write to get a doctorate degree. It's like the final boss of academic papers, super in-depth and original.
It's like, oh my god, final boss. Wow.
Gemini is great.
Wow.
That's my boy Brandon.
The only thing I could imagine him saying, bro, if it was Brandon, it would have been like, hey, that diploma, that John ain't done. That ain't no.
No, that John ain't done. Nah, he ain't getting no PhD. What you mean? Did I sound like him? Yo, oh, we love you, Brandon. Hey, none but love, bro. None but love.
Hey, he made an appearance in spirit here.
Come through here. Yeah, come through here, bro. If you want to rant a little bit long, also. You got anything else?
No, I mean the only one positive thing is that Cody Rhodes.
It's the only one.
No. Positive thing is that Cody Rhodes showed up in Saturday night's main event, so he'd been out of TV for like 2 months. I'm cool with that. I'm really cool with that. I'd rather have Cody not be there.
Should have been a year.
I don't need Cody. Like, could they send Cody to TNA?
That could be your megastar.
Yes. I still say they should ship him back to AEW, but it's cool.
Listen,
trade him for Samoa Joe, straight up.
Listen, we'll give you a 2-for-1. We'll give you Cody Rhodes and Trick Williams for Moose.
At least we can make some money off of Cody.
How can I take you serious whenever your name is Moose, by the way? Well, anyways, he's good though. He's good. He's
improved a bunch. All right, and he actually had a lot of matches against Drew McIntyre, against LA Knight when it was Eli Drake.
Oh my god.
And Bobby Lashley. He was actually pretty good. But
thumbs up. Oh, I deactivated it. You told me not to have it on. Yeah. Other than that, man, like.
Bro, the tag team division. What about the tag team divisions? Those have been completely. Both?
Men's or women?
All of them. All of them. All of them suck.
Hey, hold up. Wasn't the Street Profits heels?
I don't know. I think they're tweeners.
How are you a tweener? Like, my man's Montez Ford did a Hail Mary before he jumped, and then, he didn't even jump. Then Dexter Lumis ended up almost botching that move, which I was scared for him because I low-key like Dexter Lumis. I'm kind of impressed with the long hair. I'm still wondering if those are extensions or if that's
the new look. The new look is much better than what he used to do before.
Bro, the dude is jacked.
Like, before, he looked like he came straight out of Inglourious Bastards. Let's leave it at that. But
damn, you ain't wrong.
That is true. Yeah, but now that whole look, that's cool. Like, he's of all of them, he's the one that impresses me the most. Like,
well, he's the most intimidating one. The other ones, they just look like 2K characters. Like,
they just look like they got lost in spirit Halloween for a month. They didn't know what else to do. They're like, all right, cool, we'll dress up. All right,
they were like, fuck it.
Dress up, let's do something with it.
Next, they're going to throw a DLC for Five Nights at Freddy's, and it's going to be the YSA.
No.
Wait, by the way, I didn't know that. I heard Joe Gacy came back.
Oh, he did? Oh, I haven't seen that. I didn't see last Friday.
Let me look it up. YS6.
Plus, the NBA playoffs have literally kind of taken a lot of the little bit of extra time that I have.
Yeah.
Literally occupied a lot of that. Oh, good.
Wasn't Joe Gacy fired? Didn't he get booted?
No, he didn't. He didn't get booted. No.
I thought he got booted. Are you sure?
No, positive. He was part of the YS6. Yeah, bro,
I know, but
they haven't gotten rid of Eric Rowan, so why would they get rid of him? But
fair enough. That's
realistically,
not.
who has a higher upside, Joe Gacy or Eric Rowan? Hey,
Joe
respect.
Gacy is definitely like Bray Wyatt 2.0.
Bray Wyatt Jr. That's basically
Yeah.
what he should be. I always thought that his biggest issue was that Bray Wyatt was in the main roster, so he's never going to have a shot. Now that Bray Wyatt is unfortunately gone, hey, you got to take your opportunities. No matter what happens, somebody's got to do
He
it.
betrays Uncle Howdy. I mean, something gonna happen with that group, because that group is nothing but like you know what I mean, like a October like a spooky season type thing.
I don't even understand their purpose now. Like, serious, because they started going down the route of like they were tortured and stuff like that, right? They're tortured souls, and they had all been through some stuff. That was cool. And then all of a sudden, now they come back, and you're kind of not even addressing that. Like, they just show up and cool.
Random shit. I just
so
attack
what are we
randomly.
gonna do? Yeah,
Who am I attacking? Them?
Yeah.
For what? We just want the tag champions. Hey, yo, what?
all that, literally a year and a half, all of that for the tag team championships, with 6 months ago nobody wanted. Those were the championships that weren't those the ones that Grayson Waller and Austin Theory had? Nobody cared.
What happened to them?
I don't know. They're with the Wyatt Six, I think, but the rest of them are something. They're with Omos and
They're visiting home. They're in their hometown. But now before we go ahead and close it out, what's your prediction? You have a prediction? Anything? Just pick one.
I mean,
Topic.
my prediction is that they're just going to extend the story of Seth, just so Roman can kick him off the hill. Basically, that's it. But then I think it'll be mutually assured destruction. I don't think this may be the time where Roman finally sacrifices everything to, and then he can leave WWE at that point. That'd be a good way to go. Goes out as a hero.
With y'all, deuces.
Yeah, but don't tell me there wouldn't be a better way than that. I mean, just have him go out as a hero, because he can't win the championship leaving, but then he can destroy someone.
And he spears Paul Heyman.
Oh, no, we can't have that.
Now, what was I gonna say?
You really think he's gonna be able to move him?
Yeah, definitely.
If Paul Heyman sits down, there's no way in hell he moves him.
No, that's like, he legit could be the Penguin in Batman.
He just absorbs Roman.
He should be in the HBO Max. He should be the star on that. For real. Now, what was I gonna say? Talking about numbers, because realistically, I was mentioning that I was having an argument with my brother, right, about numbers of Raw and all that stuff. Realistically, all the viewership across the line has gone down, and it's just been in a steady decline. 2.7 million. It was the last Monday, and then people say like, "Hey, that is good." And it's like, yeah, technically on live TV, it is good. Live TV is great, but realistically, whenever you're paying for a subscription, whenever you got on your first Monday Night Raw that was on Netflix, you ended up getting 5.1 million views. That's crazy. That's a big difference. You know what I mean?
That was Attitude Era numbers. Granted, the other thing is, remember, those are global numbers too. It's not U.S. numbers, so it's even worse. It's even worse because wrestling and not to be like, oh yeah, in my day. Granted, I understand now. There's a bunch of streaming services. There's a bunch of other options that weren't available back in the day. It was just cable or rabbit ears, and you're good. But still, wrestling is probably the most loyal community of viewers in any type of media, period. Because even like your AEWs, your TNAs, your New Japans, they're still going to have a certain amount of people that you can predictably say they're going to be there every single week. I don't think any other form of media that's not like, football, basketball, or whatever will actually have that. So, like I said, it's pretty sad when we see WWE's numbers drop so much for just because people don't want to watch it. And I can understand. After WrestleMania, there's always a downturn in numbers. That always happens. But this much, it just seems like they're not getting any steam, and they're not doing anything to make it. They're not doing anything to build up to. Because right now we're supposed to be building up to SummerSlam, which is your second biggest show of the year. 2 days. Talking about having like Cardi B and all this extra crap. I don't really see anything. There's no match that I could honestly see right now for SummerSlam that could headline right now with the storylines that you have on the table right now. I don't see really anything headlining those. And it's going to be 2 nights.
Global view this week on the 19th, they ended up getting 2.7 million.
Global. So that means these numbers are worse than what they had when it was the US.
And then they ranked number 9 for the week globally among English language Netflix TV shows.
Yeah, which isn't bad, but you should be number 1.
Number 5 in the US.
Yeah, which normally they do rank pretty high, but the numbers just aren't there. Or maybe the numbers or maybe the US numbers were not right when they were on cable TV. Because remember, those are estimates also.
It is true.
Because remember because the Nielsen ratings, they're saying like, oh, the amount of people watching. Remember, in a household, you can have one person, you can have Raw, and you could have one of those Nielsen boxes or whatever it is that they used to have, or the streaming services that you can actually count it. You can know if somebody's playing it, but then they'll estimate, oh, there's 4 people in that household. So you could say, oh, 4 people were watching that show. Now this is pure views. So this may actually be closer to reality. This may be real. This may be what wrestling's been getting for a while. But it just seems like it's worse than it used to be. Now it's available to more people. You don't have to have a cable subscription to be able to watch it, which is way more expensive than Netflix. Even though Netflix is expensive, but some people used to get cable just to get wrestling. Now you don't need that. Now all you do is you get Netflix and you're good.
Straight facts.
So,
give me a hell yeah.
Hell yeah. But let's see, man.
All right, bro. I think that's it.
All right,
it's
bro.
a wrap. It's a wrap, my boy.
All right, guys. So
let's talk to Brandon real quick.
The what?
Hold on.
Talk to Brandon. What are you going to ask Brandon?
Can you do the outro for my YouTube channel right now, please?
Sure thing. What kind of vibe are you going for? Something upbeat and energetic, or more chill and relaxed?
Upbeat and energetic.
Alright, here's one for you. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss a beat. We've got more awesome content coming your way soon. How's that sound?
Can you add El Sampler Pod to it?
You got it. Here's the outro with a little extra something. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss a beat. We've got more awesome content coming your way soon. Record scratch. Peace out.
No El Sampler Pod. They don't know how to pronounce El Sampler Pod. Don't worry. But yes, we said it. We got it.
All right, guys. Like and subscribe. Peace.